Hi, this is Emily Leiphart of Art from the Heart, and this video immediately follows my how-to video on assembling the baby bow die. Here I'll be making an Easter tag featuring the baby bow die. I'll be using the largest of the Gift Tags 1 dies as a base, plus the Spring Fling stamp set and coordinating Spring Fling icons. My featured critter will be this adorable little bunny hugging a carrot. I've always wanted dies for this set, and now I'm so happy they're available. The dies will make mass producing for Easter gifts and class projects quick and easy. I start by stamping the bunny on its coordinating die cut with Memento Tuxedo black ink. Then I color her in with Copic markers. I'm speeding up my coloring 20 times in most sections. I shade the bunny with neutral grays to give her a bit of definition. Then I add pink to her nose and cheeks. I basically use the colorless blender for 3 reasons. 1. To blend grays into white uncolored space. 2. To blend color into surrounding white space. And 3. To make corrections if I color outside the lines. I have a color scheme in mind for this tag and its coordinating card, which you'll see in the next video. I'll be coloring the carrot purple instead of its traditional orange color. After coloring the leafy part, I die cut 2 tags so I can layer them. One is a rich blue and the other is a green pattern paper from We Are Memory Keepers It Factor 6x6 paper pad. It reminds me of wood grain and grass at the same time. This sheet will be peeking out from behind the blue cardstock. For the bow, I'm going to use a peachy pink chevron paper from Jen Hadfield's homemade paper pad. It's the same color as the bunny's nose and cheeks. I'm going to assemble the bow in exactly the same way shown in my previous how-to video. I use my fingers to warm up the paper and gently curl it so there are no creases. At the end, I push the rounded ends to puff up the loops. Look how cute the bow looks on the bunny. Now I'm going to heat emboss the sentiment on the tag. I use my embossing bag to eliminate stray specks. Use the bunny to gauge positioning. Stamp the sentiment with Versamark ink. And apply white embossing powder. I decide I need something to ground the bunny, so I'm going to use one of the shadow stamps to create a little hill. I'm simply going to stamp this with Versamark ink and leave it as it is. Then I apply foam tape to the back of the bunny and pop her onto the tag. The ear is hanging off the edge a bit, but that's because the green tag will be showing on the right hand side and showing the same amount of space between the carrot and the left edge of the tag. I apply a couple pieces of score tape to the back of the blue tag and adhere it to the green tag. Using a micro glue dot, I adhere the bow to the bunny's head. It makes her even cuter than she already is. It's also the perfect size for a lot of the Paper Smooches characters, and I can't wait to try it out on more of them. Now I just have to decide on string for the tag. I try green to coordinate with the pattern paper and leafy carrot, but decide on white. I cut a random length, fold it in half, and make sure both pieces are curling in the same direction. Then I just loop it through the tag and it's good to go. Now my little tag is done. It has 4 colors and a lot of texture and dimension. Up next, I'll share a coordinating Easter card using the Easter egg die and large bow die. Please refer to the supply links below if you're interested in any of the products I used in this video. You can also visit my blog for stills and more information about my work. Thanks so much for watching!